Francisco, you looked comfortable at the plate today, but what was the difference for this offense in general?
We got our pitches and then we didn't miss them. The past couple of games, we've been a couple of bats away from breaking it open. But, I come up with people on base and they didn't come through. Today, they bring a lefty in, I come through, So, it's just we've been a couple of pitches away I feel like every other game we have had opportunities. We just haven't really capitalized on it. And today we capitalized on it.
Last night, Pete talked about how you guys have not been playing up to your standards. Is it safe to say that this is more up to your standards and in line with your standards? And if so, how do you guys now kind of keep this going?
Today was a cleaner game overall. We played better defense. We hit with people on base. We pitching staff did fantastic. They executed their pitches. Today is one of those days that we somewhat put it together. Where there's other times where the pitchers do a fantastic job and we don't execute, and vice versa. Our defense, they offense and pitchers do a really good job and we don't execute on the defensive side. So today was one of those days that we capitalized on a lot of their mistakes, and when we had opportunities, we made the most out of it. So, it's baseball.
What is the feeling like when you hit that home run, snapping over 18 for yourself, and then I'm sure you're still getting your wits together in the dugout, and two guys behind you both go deep as well?
Felt good to contribute to the team. Felt good to have a quality at bats. But then to see the other two guys go way for them, what I did, that was pretty cool to see them, the way they capitalize on the mistakes, and they hit the ball really far. It's cool to watch.
What had you noticed about the quality of your at-bats leading up to today, and maybe what changed?
I've been missing my pitches. Been hitting a lot of foul balls against my leg, and I haven't had that consistency of get the pitch and square it up. I've got the pitch and I swung at it, but I haven't put it in play hard. It's baseball. You stay the course. You're not as bad as you think you are. You're not as good as you think you are. So just one day at a time.
Now, 28 games where you've homered and the Mets have won, which is one short of the all-time record. Does that mean anything to you?
I wish I would have hit home runs in Atlanta. No, it's just my home run today was one run. The guys came up today. They drove in a lot of runs. It's just it's part of the game. Some days you hit home runs and we win. Some days you hit home runs and we don't. I guess I'm hitting them on the good days.
Mendoza said every time you go, it seems like the rest of the offense grows. Do you see that? Do you agree with that?
I think hitting is contagious, and if I start the game the right way, you can kind of pass the baton. Then I hit a home run. You let the big boys come in and do their thing. So it's if that's the case, I got to get going a lot more to help this team a lot more.
How big were those 3 home runs in that spot when you're down 3-1 and you haven't won in a week to just kind of change the momentum at that point?
It's huge, like you said, change the momentum and put the momentum on our side. Baseball is a game of momentum, and to be able to get the momentum and keep it, that's how you win games. So today it was a good day for us. We enjoy it, we celebrate it, and then come back tomorrow and try to do it again.
Will asked if what it's like to get this kind of more stable response from your manager during the losing streak, and how important is that? So I was saying it's extremely important, because you can't let what is going on for 8 games derail what you were doing for 2.5 months. There are definitely things to work on during that time to be better at, but that's even the case even when you're winning. You can find little things to be better at, and so from the top down, from the manager, it's very important to to not just be have a knee-jerk reaction. And unfortunately, in baseball, 8 games is a knee-jerk reaction. Like it takes a long time to have a good season, and 8 games can feel like you're going through it when you're in it, but in the reality, it is just a blip in the road. So I think it was very important by Mendy, very important by the leaders on this team to just kind of keep harping on the process, and the process more often than not was looking pretty good actually. I know there are definitely things to work on, and we will continue to do that, but I think that was really important from Mendy, and it helped facilitate what you saw tonight.
If 8 games is a knee jerk, then how do you kind of take one obviously really good game?
1,000%. You don't overanalyze it and be like, oh, okay, we're done, right? You're like, great, it bought us a win. Now we got to go do it again tomorrow. Especially when you put up runs like that, have a long game. Now it's big on focusing on recovery and being ready for a dogfight tomorrow, because start 0-0, so you got to go do it all again. So for me, it's that 1-0 mentality. This is now in the past. We enjoy it tonight, but you wake up tomorrow, it didn't happen. The only thing that you take from it is how can you use it to try and win tomorrow.
That being said, when you've lost 7 in a row, how good does a game like that feel?
It's great. Obviously, able to put up a lot of runs, have a lot of really great at-bats, hit a lot of home runs. I think, 7? Yeah, that's crazy. So it's awesome. It's a great feeling. But the great and the worst part about baseball is that when you wake up tomorrow, you can't care about yesterday. Hitting 2 home runs, I feel pretty good right now. But tomorrow morning, I can't care, because it doesn't matter. It got us the win yesterday. Now I have to focus on what gets us the win tomorrow. So it's one of the double-edged swords of baseball. Also, when you go for 5 with 5 strikeouts, you can. It doesn't matter. You go and you work on tomorrow and how to win the next day. So it's just all going to be about how do we prepare to win tomorrow.
Why do you think Lindor has such an effect on the rest of the lineup? You guys tend to, if he hits, you guys tend to hit. If he doesn't hit, you guys struggle too.
It's a good question. Would love to dive deeper into that, into the analytics of it and the numbers of it. But obviously being right at the top of the lineup, if he's on base and able to create traffic, it's gonna bode well for the guys behind him as well, because we got really solid hitters behind him, and so if he's getting on and he's having great at bats and doing what he does, it bodes well for good things happening for the guys behind him as well.
This offense in general, what was different for it today?
I think it wasn't no difference. We just went out there and tried our best and tried to go through.
Does it feel a little bit lighter now, ending a streak of 7? Does it feel like you guys can, get back to business and sort of breathe a bit?
And no lighter, it's just baseball. We haven't finished anything, so we gotta get back on track tomorrow and try to do the same thing and moving forward. Whatever happens in the past is in the past. I don't think it's any lighter or anything like that. We're going to face a really good team tomorrow. So we just got to come back tomorrow and try to beat them again.
That home run to the second deck was your longest one of this season. How did that feel coming off the bat?
It feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. And after a bat like that, making a decision and come through is pretty cool.
Is this the most locked in you felt this season?
I've been feeling good since day one. Things that just haven't gone in my way, and finally I'm getting some luck, and we're just going from there.